Teachers, what's the best thing a student has ever said? I was teaching 10th grade English at a public school, where cliques ruled everything. The lunchroom was like a chessboard. Athletes at one end, theater kids huddled by the vending machines, and the rest filling in the gaps. You could tell who ran what before the bell even rang. There was this kid, Marcus, brilliant, but silent. He'd write these essays that felt like they belonged in a college lit class, but in person, he barely said a word. Always in the back row, always eating lunch alone with a book cracked open. Then I assigned a group debate on The Great Gatsby. The prompt was Gatsby truly great? The popular kids instantly claimed each other. Amber, the queen bee, was on it before I'd even finished the sentence. She was loud, sarcastic, and constantly scrolling through her phone mid-lesson. Marcus didn't have a group, so I slotted him into Amber's by default. During prep time, I floated between groups. Amber and her friends were half working, half joking, one eye on their phones, the other on anything but the book. Marcus, meanwhile, was scribbling notes at full speed while they ignored him. I stopped to check in. Amber rolled her eyes and said, "We're fine, Mr. Davis. Marcus volunteered to do the research part." Marcus didn't say a word, just gave me a small nod and kept writing. Debate day arrived. Amber's group went first. She strutted up front with all the confidence in the world, holding a printed sheet. Then she started reading, and I recognized it immediately, word for word from SparkNotes. I let her finish the first paragraph, then stopped her. "Who prepared this argument?" I asked. Amber flashed a fake smile and said, "We all did, right guys?" Her friends nodded in sync like backup dancers. I turned to Marcus, who was sitting off to the side, staring at his desk. "Marcus," I asked, "did you contribute to this?" The room went quiet. He looked up slowly, adjusted his glasses, and said, "Actually, I wrote a different argument." Then he reached into his bag and pulled out a folded sheet of paper. Amber laughed. "Whatever. Nobody wants to hear from the weirdo who eats lunch alone." That's when Marcus stood up, walked to the front, and looked her right in the eyes. "I'd rather eat lunch alone," he said, "than have to chew with my mouth full of other people's opinions." The room exploded. Some kids clapped. A few literally stood up. Amber's jaw dropped. Even I had to pretend to look down at my clipboard to hide the grin pulling at my mouth. Marcus didn't even flinch. He just walked over to the podium and started reading his argument. And it was good. He reframed Gatsby as someone who wasn't great in the traditional sense, but who represented the hollow pursuit of greatness in a society obsessed with image over authenticity. He pulled in historical context, themes of materialism, and even quoted from a letter Fitzgerald wrote in 1925. His argument had structure, depth, and actual heart. It wasn't just good, it was memorable. When he finished, the room was silent for half a second before another round of applause broke out. Even some of the athletes were nodding. Amber sat frozen, arms crossed, lips tight. At the end of class, a few students walked up to Marcus and said things like, "That was awesome," and "You should speak up more." He just shrugged and packed up his stuff. I handed him a Post-it with a note. "Best moment of the semester." He didn't say anything, but he smiled. Really smiled. Not the polite kind. The kind that feels earned. Later that week, I noticed him eating lunch at a table with 3 other students. Same corner of the cafeteria, same book, but something was different. They were listening. The next debate, he volunteered to go first.